60. So, what is going to happen now that we are losing over 400 BP? What the fuck? Going to rank up the curator. I have 166 BP. $166, yeah. Friends. Last War Cavalry. I don't care. Let's try this. Form a friend. Support the counselor. %. $45. Let's try this. Okay. $124. Success, nice. Failure, -50. Success, -100. Is this a success? What the fuck? Yeah, Belly of the Stolen Lands. The Counselor awaits. Spider Invasion. Test of Steel. Okay, talking to the Counselor. La. Somebody's utility belt. $124 still. 124 BP. Helping Hand. Saving. $24. All right. 24. 70%. Okay. Military unrest. Well. Opportunity. 20%. Competition. $24. Start project. $132. Okay. Strengthen Jot skills as High Priest. Whatever. Knock Knock is confused. Okay. Forest for the elves. Gordon tree. We still have our cash. Okay, I'm going to save this. We're going to leave it. We're going to talk to Knock Knock. And hopefully I won't magically lose 500 BP right now. Knock Knock seems confused. You notice what seems to be a leather rag in his hands. It smells faintly of sulfur. I take it this is yours. Knock Knock remains frozen as he stares at the cap in hands. He seems surprised and uneasy. Was once mine. War in the village. King once ripped it off my head. Beat me across skull and face with it. Then used a whip-a-rag and hit me again. Thought was lost. Long ago. A wipe-rag. Oh. Wipe... oh. What's it doing here? Knock Knock looks uneasy. It's a challenge for ruler of tribe. The king has come back for me. But cab looks strange, smells strange. Why now? He glances around. Where'd it come from? Goblin come here. Drop it off. What do you mean challenge? Knock Knock takes a deep breath. When goblins in steel lands fight for tribes, they fight over big best head like crown, but not ugly and shiny like yours. This is a challenge, never tribe. He swallows. Maybe he hear of our allying. Think he can get back crown by fighting me. Knock Knock looks confused. Well, more so than usual, and one of his ears begins to twitch. But how he get power back? He finally shrugs. If in Kingdom now, probably caused a lot of trouble. Then we need to stop him. Knock Knock nods. Then leans down. Then with a shaking finger turns the cap over. On the inside you see a map scrawled in red. He show us the way. We meet him where Lamish two shrines were. We need to come together. You and me. Rules of challenge. As you glance at the map, you both are surprised as the leather cap suddenly alights, burning brightly, and crumbles to ash on the floor. Knowledge Arcana passage. An enchantment? This may be Narissa's work. Knock Knock is silent, staring at the ash. He says nothing. You've never seen him this worried. You decide to give him space, but keep the challenge in the back of your mind. Sure. Take a look. We are taking a look into it. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Was she the one costing me just 500 BP all of a sudden? Knock knock and the king's return. 32. 32 BP. It's okay, I think. Forest for the elves. 61%, 45. Events. 61%. Gangs of elven revolutionaries, the reclaimers, have been getting into more frequent skirmishes. The fanatics proclaim, first of all, that the world needs to be cleared of non-elves, and the river kingdoms are first in line. These race haters need to be put in their place. Sure. Court intrigue. 25%, well... Let's try this one. Okay. Let them take care of this for now. And we're going to look into this companion quest. Visit the Goblin Clearing with Knock Knock alone. The king must travel to Goblin Clearing with Knock Knock alone and meet with his mysteriously resurrected Goblin King. Let me check one more time that I have all my BP still right. Strange. Mysterious. Just 500 BP just disappearing like that. Okay. Save the game. So just me and Knock Knock. Just me and Knock Knock on the road. Having some fun. You cannot...
I'm there.
Now this again. I don't care. Let's get this boot on. Belt allows an alchemist to use 4 additional bombs per day. Let's go, Jewelers. Yeah. More useful. Explosion ring. This ring grants its wearer a plus 12 damage bonus to bomb damage and the ability to cast slow spell twice per day. Well, nice. Ring of protection can go. Very nice. The unnatural robe. Negative energy resistance 10. Huh. This robe grants its wearer a plus 2 resistance bonus on will saving throws. Negative energy resistance 10 and the ability to cast phantasmal killer spell once per day. An 8th level wizard. Robe of the True Master. I think I'm staying with this. Sticking with that. So we have to get rid of some shit. A lot of shit. We have to get rid a lot of stuff. Sort by weight in descending order. Acid flask, alchemist fire. Wait. Split, yeah. Armor, mage armor. I don't need to keep that around. Enlarged person. Oops. Heroism. Ah, haha, not my diamonds. Ah. I mean, I can't use them right now anyway with both of them, but still. Come on. So this should be fine, right? It should be fine now. Leave. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Overall, we're still at medium encumbrance. So we're probably not making it far without resting. This one? The goblin clearing now there. Or maybe we can make it there without resting. Okay. Safe. Okay. Enter. Okay, maybe we should activate
One with the
stealth.
shadows.
How long actually until the next phase of the curse? 38 days. What? Knock Knock looks around, uncertain. You don't see anyone. No goblin shapes about. There's no sign of a goblin camp either. Something feels wrong. There's a strange feel in the air, and that hint of sulfur, like you smelled on Knock Knock's cab in the throne room. Knock Knock speaks. This is the place. But King not here yet. Knock Knock sounds slightly relieved, but he still looks ready to bolt. Something isn't right. Knock Knock nods, and as he does, you suddenly notice the surroundings melt away into trails of acrid smoke, revealing a number of goblins, weapon at the ready. Still, while their weapons are drawn, they do not attack. They have a curious light in their eyes you haven't seen before, and it takes you a second to realize its determination. They don't look scared at all, merely stand at the ready, as if awaiting the command to attack. As you take in your new opponents, a familiar figure emerges from the tree line, but walking strangely, as if fighting the urge to hunch down on all fours, almost feral. The figure looks to be the Goblin King you recall, but something is wrong about him. It's like someone tried to cram a larger creature inside his skin. Tufts of fur like that of a wolf peek from his rags, and his eyes, rather than dull and soft, seem to hold cold fire in them. Perception check passed. Knock knock, this isn't the king. This is something that looks like him. The king approaches and stops, his face peeling back into an almost demonic smile. This is not the king, but some creature bearing his shape. Munguk? When you think it can't get any worse, there's a strangely familiar thundering noise, and into the clearing lumbers none other than the hill giant Munguk. And from the smell of it, he's definitely been drinking. He stands behind the feral Goblin King, his huge club at the ready, and gives a low rumble and snarls, pounding his chest. Munguk, say he not like us play trick on him. Keep him waiting. Knock knock whispers to you. He say hard to wait forever for promised love. It worse than getting stabbed with lance. Knock knock pauses. Lance not kill him though, I guess. The king gazes at you and you feel your scalp rise. As he speaks, his voice is a rasp, like knives being dragged across metal plate. Which of you was once ruled by this ragged shape I wear? The sooner your blood coats the ground, the sooner my debt here is done. Ah, you cattle smell alike to me, whether you walk or roast on a skewer. Debt to whom? The king snarls. I'm a Barghest. I was summoned at the behest of a Fae to defeat an ally of one who claims this land, weakening this false queen when the time of reckoning draws near. He nods at Knock Knock and gives a barking laugh. She said it could be any I choose, so I choose the weakest one at your court, if only to fulfill my debt all the quicker and leave this wretched place. The price was that I had to take the shape of this. He glances down at his body. Humiliation. We can. I mean, we can try both. What terms did you agree to? Maybe you can turn this against her, get your revenge. Succeed. The Barghest growls slowly and suspiciously, then to your surprise answers in clear, precise speech. When one of the allies of the pretender to the throne of the stolen lands lies beneath my feet and their blood feeds the ground, I'm freed, instantly, to return home and leave this vile plane behind me. One of my allies, why not me? The creature snarls. I was told you are to be left for her. I care not why, but should you cross me, I've been given leave to slay you as well. It seems she wishes you to suffer longer than this one. It grins wolfishly. For the Fae and those of my kind, that will prove much longer time than your flesh can withstand. The king turns to Knock Knock. Come, goblin. The sooner I make a sport of you, the sooner I will allow you to die, perhaps with your limbs intact. Knowledge Arcana check pass. Knock Knock, listen to me. Cut yourself now. Let a drop of blood hit the ground and fight him only long enough to have him pin you with his foot. Kick you, anything. Do that and he vanishes. Knock Knock looks at you blankly. Let him kick me? Not sure I like this plan. Wasting no time, you grab his hand and, keeping it from view of the Bargus, slice it enough to let blood fall on the ground. Knock Knock stares at his bleeding palm until you forcibly curl his fingers back into his palm. Now go out there and let him kick the hells out of you like a true goblin hero. Knock Knock advances slowly and the Bargus watches coldly, squatting slightly. Knock Knock makes a strange sound in his chest. You realize he's speaking as if trying to soothe a guard dog, but no words are coming out. Come on, Knock Knock, come on! As he is about to reach the eager Bargus, Knock Knock stumbles, then falls face first into the fire. Screaming, he howls and begins to jump in place, waving his hands in pain. Oh my god. There isn't even a fire? What are you talking about? Rather than attacking, the assembled creatures watch in surprise and then strangely begin to howl with laughter, infuriating the Bargus. Snarling, the king leaps forward and knocks Knock Knock to the ground, then begins to kick him a few times. You wince as you see one of Knock Knock's teeth fly away from a kick, arching through the air. Knock Knock manages another scream, cut off as the Bargus grinds its foot into his face, extinguishing the flames and he screams. That does it! When the unfortunate goblin is put out, the Bargus glares at the surrounding creatures and gives a snarl. The laughter falls silent, all except one. A new voice, a little shaky, but one you recognize. Knock Knock, bleeding from his split lip and kicks to the face, however, gives a weak laugh. Me beneath foot, blood. While blood already lies on the ground, Knock Knock spits for good measure, adding more red to the ground. On dirt! Promise to mean flower lady done! The Bargus freezes in shock and suddenly vanishes, leaving Knock Knock alone on the ground. The surrounding goblins blink, as if a spell is removed. Even Munguk looks confused by what has happened. Their shock won't last long. Knock Knock is picking himself up, but it's clear he has no idea what to do next. Oblivious to the potential threats waking up around him, still rubbing his face to brush off the blood in there. And he's starting to glance around, directly looking for his teeth. Sure. Knock Knock has won, beaten your false king. Hail Knock Knock! Succeeded. The surrounding creatures jump at your words, including Knock Knock. He then watches as the eyes turn to him. Then, one at first, then more, the goblins begin to strike the butt of their weapons against the ground. Slowly, then faster and faster, doing 2 quick strikes of a pause and 2 strikes again. Even Mongok, puzzled, begins to join in, pounding the butt of his club unsteadily into the ground, then smiling. He pounds the club faster and faster. He must be really drunk or was really under the Bargus spell, or arguably both. Knock Knock looks enthralled. He does quarter turns looking at all the goblins worshipping him, his jaw agape. You notice he's still a bit unsteady and swaying slightly. Gesture at surrounding crowd. You did it, Knock Knock. You wanted to be a hero. Here you are. Knock Knock follows your gesture, and as he turns, but already unsteady, he twists and falls again, collapsing to the ground. The drumming falls awkwardly silent, with a few gasps then laughing from the goblins. To his credit, Knock Knock picks himself up and dusts himself off. Then the drumming resumes. He's giving a half smile, as if he's not certain of his own success. Knock Knock gives a small smile, then nods at you. Not so hard. Tell you, mother of beasts, watch over me. She not let another beast get to me. It looks like we're done here, and it looks like we scattered another potential threat to the kingdom. Still would like to speak with you later. Need something A new tooth. Knock Knock seems lost in thought. Yeah.
I'm off.
Knock Knock wants another word. Knock Knock was unusually silent after defeating the Barghest pretending to be the Goblin King. It's better to find out what's on his mind, and soon. A goblin lost in thought sounds more dangerous than Barghest to me. It's true. It's actually true. Okay, back to the capital. Oof, thank God. Enter to the main square. Let's talk to Knock Knock.